NDSU offensive coordinator Tyler Roehl is fall camp well underway, getting ready for that game in the Twin Cities. And I know Coach Jentz talked about it where, some of those guys that maybe had to play last year, some injuries and such, maybe a little sooner than they expected or you would have liked. There's been a lot of light bulb moments. And have you seen that progression maybe spring, summer into fall camp where you're seeing, hey, these guys can help us. These guys have made the progress we thought they could.
Oh, absolutely. I think with change is growth. And when you're thrust into an environment, a situation where, there's some adversity through the course of a season and you're thrust into playing time, there's a force of learning at a tempo that maybe you don't want to or have the desire to, but, you do it for the betterment of the team. And the guys who were forced into those situations played at a high level. As a staff, our goal is for each and every individual that's on the field, when they line up, they feel like Superman, because a hesitant athlete is a non-athlete. And if you're having to process at the line of scrimmage or process out on the perimeter, that's not good. Not saying we had a lot of that, but there was a lot of trial by error and some things that, obviously from my standpoint, going to take a lot of ownership of. But there's things that we all learned from, grew through, and the depth that it's now provided us going into this season is remarkable.
Cam, I know Coach talked about this in his press conference about how you want kind of him to say, you know what, it's 3rd and 6. I think we can run this and kind of be more of not so much a play caller, but maybe, recommending play A or play B for a certain situation.
Well, I think through, staying true to our philosophy on offense, there's different mechanics on how you can be, when certain play calls have, option A, option B, or even 3 different options in one singular play call, and how, maybe certain identifiers to get to the right play call. And he is definitely smart enough to get our offense in the right situation. So excited for his growth through the things that we've afforded him to learn, and excited to see him even take more control of the season.
Receiving core-wise, there's a lot of numbers there. You maybe need a guy or two, or there's the opportunities for guys to step up and get some opportunities.
Oh, it's a deep room. I'm excited. You look at the guys who've played a lot of meaningful repetitions, have had a lot of opportunities, and then you look at some youthfulness. You could probably count 8-9 guys deep that you'd be really excited to see on the field. So even more than that, it's a really deep room, and excited for the growth, the togetherness, the connection that group has. Coach Crutchley's done an unbelievable job, coming in this spring and really developing that room. And, we're just continuing to try to find ways to put those guys in a position to have success on the field.
Cole Payton's an interesting study. You've used him really as a running quarterback, most of the time. Is it a situation where could you potentially have him and Cam on the field at the same time? Has that been thrown out there, or is that maybe you want him to kind of learn under Cam?
No, I think through the course of last season, there was probably 25 to 30 reps when they were both on the field at the same time. Can we continue to expand upon that with different schemes and concepts? Absolutely. They're both really good athletes. So how we can continue to utilize those guys to their strengths, but they're both very, very competitive players, athletic, have the ability to run the ball, but both are very, very capable and, really, really good throwers as well.
You look at the running back, Tamarick Williams. I think he comes in and, in the past, you really haven't had guys or want to have guys maybe be 15, 20 carry a game guys unless, they're in rhythm and such. But TK Marshall, Penu, is there anybody else that might get some carries early in the year?
Yeah, I'm really excited. You got 4 good really good backs, with Tamarick, TK, Barika, and Owen Johnson. Owen, last fall was probably not up to his expectations or his standard. This spring was solid. But this fall camp, he's done a really good job. All four are a little bit unique and different in their own way. Probably more of a powerful room than a speed room, but they are all pretty adequate with their speed. So it's, again, I think from the level of trust and connection that they have as a unit, Coach Bishoner's done a really nice job continuing to build that continuity and how multiple we have the ability to be with that position group, whether it's having just one on the field or three on the field, or you never know. I mean, you can have all four on the field. I mean, as multiple as you can be. I mean, simple in our scheme and staying true to who we are, but multiple to the defense, which will only, water down a defensive call that they can have to certain personnel groupings.
Well, we've seen four fullbacks. You've thrown that out there. And actually, when we get to fullbacks, where, Brosio, obviously losing Lipke's a huge blow, but Brosio, what he does is very unheralded. And, the Rams as well. I know Sundell, you've had to move him around a little bit. You get some guys back from injury. And how do you like the fit of the offensive line considering what you lost?
Yeah, just talking about the line of scrimmage. And you could put the backfield Rams in that, the crew chiefs. Excited. You lose a second-round draft pick and you lose a guy who played, 60-some starts with Nash. But, you have the flexibility to be multiple up front, too, with how the five best work together. And do I have a perfect answer for you today? No. But we also have 23 days to figure out the best five. Jalen's done an unbelievable job just fitting in where we ask him to go, whether it be center, whether it be left tackle, and then you fit in, Gray Zabel, Mason Miller, Brandon Westberg, Jake Rock, Jake Kubis, Hunter Pontius, some other youthful depth. So, it's a work in progress, but this program was built on work, and we're going to continue to put the work in to figure out the best 11, the best schemes that we are able to run versus any defense. So those guys, like I said earlier, can cut it loose and play fast on Saturdays.
Hey, looking forward to the season, Tyler. Thanks for the time. Good stuff.
Thank you. Go Bison.